Hi, I'm Terry. Today's video, I'm going to unbox this, I'm going to install it and play around with it. It's the Schlage Encode, or Schlage Encode. It's one of my favorite, well, it's my go-to electronic deadbolt for customers who want to integrate into their home automation, or they want to be able to do their phone from anywhere. The earlier version is the Sense, which they still sell, but the Sense and some of the other ones just have Bluetooth or Z-Wave or whatever. This one is really interesting because what they've done now is it has the Bluetooth built in, but it also has the Wi-Fi built in. So where in the past we could take a Sense and upgrade it by putting Wi-Fi little puck, plug it in. It's okay. It's hard to find these things. So and it's one deadbolt will do two. So one of these Wi-Fi adapters per two. So that's why we could take a Sense and upgrade it. But they're hard to find. But it's a really good system. So I like the Sense. But if you want total home integration with home automation and everything, this one's great. It's got built-in Wi-Fi. It's got the Bluetooth. It's encrypted Bluetooth. So a lot of the Schlage are using encrypted Bluetooth. So the new version, the latest version is Bluetooth 5.0. I think they started using about 4.0. So that's an encrypted Bluetooth. So when you hear about problems people have with their, their video doorbells being hacked or their baby monitors hacked, that's because they're just using plain Jane Bluetooth. It's not encrypted. So you got to be really, really careful with a lot of your products for home because it can be easily hacked. So this one is encrypted Bluetooth. It goes into your Wi-Fi system, so it works great. And it does 100 codes. The new feature, and I haven't tried it yet, but you have a code that will only work by certain times of the day. So if you have a caregiver or nanny or housekeeper coming over, they can use their code only on certain dates and times. I don't know yet. We'll find out if they have a one-time use code. So you use the code, it's good for an hour, or it's good for one use only, which is good for Airbnbs. But I'm finding we're selling a lot of these and we're installing a lot of these. Now when you buy, I went down and got this at one of the big box hardware stores. Make sure they're sealed. They're a pain in the butt if somebody's been playing with these before you. They either work out of the box or they're not. And same thing with the Wi-Fi. It either works right away or you're spending hours getting it working. So most of the time I find, because the app is so good on it's a free app as well. It's so fantastic. Once you've got the talking to the Bluetooth, it's great. But again, with all of this stuff, it's like an iPhone. It either works or it doesn't work. So here we go. Schlage Encode. So everything nowadays packed. So nice. So we have our instructions. We have the outside. Now, it's not a true touch screen. It's actually better. The touch screens are good, except if you live in a really cold climate, your fingers are cold, it's hard to get the touch screens to work. So this is actually a pretty efficient system. It's got the key override, which I really like. We've had so many problems with customers, and you see one of my earlier videos where you have the external battery. So if the battery goes dead, you have the external battery connections. I'm finding them not working like crazy. So I thought it was me with bad batteries. And you look at my other videos, we even tried to make a little booster to get them, and they just don't seem to work. But we'll play with more later. What they've done on this, which is interesting, here's the inside. And it comes with batteries. It's such a pain when you pay good money for something and there's no batteries. What does it take to throw in some free batteries? It's got one key. This always bugs me. Why can't you put two keys? We'll cut lots of extra keys for our customers. So, but it comes with one key. I don't like that. And know the difference between machine screws and wood screws. That's important on all this stuff. Now the deadbolt's pretty good. It comes with different plates, so it'll work, and a drive-in, so it works almost any door. Now I go through this a lot every time, but it's one of the biggest calls we get from customers at night. This is the bolt. It says top, so that makes it even easier. If you have some other different ones, they may not have top on it, but what they have on it, I call it Mickey Mouse ears. It's not so big on this one, but the holes are slightly higher than the middle slot, so the slot where your tailpiece goes in from your lock. They're adjustable. From the edge of the door to the center hole there's 3 sizes, and 2 are very popular. There's 2 3/8 and 2 3/4. And there's a 5-inch. As far as I know, this does not come with a 5-inch back set. So I have 2 3/8, and it's just a simple twist, and that's 2 3/4. So it's just slightly longer. I got a lot of calls from people saying, oh, it's not installing correctly. So all you got to do to adjust this one is just a little twist. Or read the instructions. So pretty basic here. And you can see if I put this one in at 2 3/8, it's just too short. So we'll go little twist. And again, which way's up? Now the other feature I like about these guys is they'll put in call it a hardened strike with 3-inch wood screws. Now this is really good because it goes in the frame, the edge of your door, so the frame, and your deadbolt will go into this. So it makes it that little bit way stronger. So it's good out of the box. If you look at some of my other videos, I actually prefer a longer, an 18-inch strike with 3-inch screws with 4 go down it, just to make it tougher all the way down. But this is good out of the box. It's way better than what a lot of the other companies give you. So this is a fantastic, and I'm glad they're still putting it in. Other deadbolts, they've stopped giving this, and this is a great option. Let's install this on the door quickly. Just going on here. Now you just got to do these snug. You don't have to go crazy. Sometimes we get people just crank these down, and it puts too much pressure on the bolt, and the bolt won't come out. Now let's show you real quick something. A programming code and an A user and a B user. It's on your instructions. It's also on the lock. Now it used to be on the outside, which people to look at the programming code, you have to disassemble everything. They've done, I don't really like this, the programming code and the user code is now on the inside. So in theory, somebody could just take off, just take it off, and they now know your programming code, your A user and B user. Now, you can also, through programming, you can wipe out this and put in your own programming code and your A user and B user. It's a little bit of whatever. I don't like this. I prefer the information that used to be on there, and they just started doing this lately. And your battery pack goes in there. And it's really interesting, you're really good, because now you don't have to hook up the little cable. The more little hookups you have to do, the more chance you have of error. So 4 AA batteries, 4 AA batteries. I always like alkaline, and it comes with alkaline batteries. I prefer the Duracells or the, just the ones I prefer. Your best bet, buy it at like your Costco or your Walmart, because you want fresh batteries. When you're replacing these, you want fresh batteries. You don't want something that's been sitting in, on your local convenience store for a year. So, and that's another problem we have with customers. We go out there and they got problems. They buy the bad batteries, put them in, and it's a battery issue. A lot of problems with these locks are with the battery. Again, get alkalines. I'm going to try rechargeables. I haven't done that yet, and they recommend don't use rechargeables. I don't see why not, so I'm going to do an experiment on my door. So you want alkalines. Lithiums last a long time, except for one problem. When the alkalines go down in power, they slowly drop, and they reach a certain point, they'll start beeping. Just like your smoke detector at home. It just beeps, it bugs you, and you know I got to replace the battery. Plus it gives you all sorts of warning bells and everything. If you put in lithium batteries, really cool. They last a long time. You got lots, really strong, and then boom, they just drop. So you get like a half a beep out of your lock, beep, and that's it. It's dead. So then all of a sudden you're stuck outside, but that's why we have the key override, just in case. Let's install this. Now a nice little feature, always make sure you put the cable goes under and the tail piece is horizontal. If I'm playing with deadbolts, I always say have the bolt out. However, on the electronic locks, they have to time themselves for a left hand or a right hand door, or however your door operates. You have to have the bolt in, and when you first start it up and punch in your first code, it'll go through a cycle and it decides if it's a right hand or left hand, which is really good because some of the old locks you had to play with diodes and whatnot, little jumper switches. So this is pretty idiot proof. If you do run across a problem and it doesn't seem to be working, follow the instructions and reset everything. Just set everything back to factory and follow through on the installation again. We don't find that happens too much, but it does happen. So the battery cable goes underneath. The tailpiece goes in. Ta-da! So this is really good. Before it'd be sort of hanging around. If everything is perfect, it will clip in and stay there. If your hole is perfect, everything's perfect. It should be a 2 1/8 inch hole and a 1 inch bore. You can get away with 7/8, but 1 inch. So that clips in really nice. So it just holds it, saves us a little bit of time. I've always loved about these guys, their products. We have right there, we have top, and on this side we have this side against the door. So it's basically, it's almost idiot proof. So follow the instructions. Top there, they've really thought it out quite well. So that goes underneath. This just goes on there. Let's try this again. There we go. We have our cable there. Clips in. A little tiny spot to sort of put the cable in. Put the, sometimes you got to time this here a little bit. So this thumb turn. Go onto the tailpiece. Should be free. Now that's what I like about this lock too. It's the other ones you're pushing a motor. So I always think that's not too good. So again, put your machine screws in here. Don't use the wood screws. There we go. Pretty simple. Let's put the batteries in. Now this is good, no cable, no nothing, just kind of pull it out. 4 AAs. Goes on there. We have power. Now, it has to sort of go through a cycle. So right on here, 5743. So I'm going to go, I want to see what I got here. So I can't see. 5, 7, 4, 3. So that's the user code. It's now, in theory, it's setting itself. We got the blue tick, so we're good. So let's see if we can lock it. Now this one's interesting. You don't hit the logo. You'll learn after a bit. Just hit the lower corner to lock it. Boom. I want to unlock it. I got to hit the code in. So when I go, so we've timed it. Lock it. 5743. 5743. So it's really good. It's very simple, easy to use. We can change our features. One of my favorite features is I like it to lock automatically. So I like it locking automatically. Some people go, oh, I don't like that feature. I love it. If you got kids, whatever, or you just, did I lock the door? The door locks itself. So I have mine set on 4 minutes. It only goes, I wish it was longer though, but it goes from 30 seconds to 4 minutes. And it's compatible with Alexa, Google, and Apple. So it's compatible with the major systems. And if you've seen the announcement now, the big manufacturers say they're going to go more open architecture. So you don't have to stick with all Google products to go with Google or Alexa products to go with Alexa. So you can mix and match now. And you can, it's going more open concept. I like that idea. We're okay with the Schlage, but you got to be careful with some of the other products. You can say, yell at the door, open front door, and it will, you say, Alexa, open front door, and some of these locks will open. By default, you can't do that, and some of these you can't do it at all. But you can say lock door. It's built-in Wi-Fi. Now, it will use the batteries up more. There's no doubt about that. They say 6 months of normal use. Because Wi-Fi really sucks batteries. The Bluetooth can go for a year easily, or the Z-Waves and whatnot. The built-in Wi-Fi, you're going to go through batteries. It's just a fact of life. You should get 6 months out of it. Some people get more, some people get less. Now this one's very simple. The key override is easy. If it's locked, just take your key. It's really normal. It just unlocked the door. You can even lock it and leave. If you looked at earlier version BE 365, oh, it's a pain in the butt. I made a video just how to lock it and unlock it. You don't need that with this. You just, very simple. It's easy to turn. You're not turning the whole mechanism. If you want to rekey it, or you've just got a new house or something, you don't know where the keys are, or somebody's got your keys, or you'll have lost it, very simple to rekey. Just disconnect the power first. And again, I love this, no extra little wires and whatnot. Just take off the 2 machine screws. You disconnect, let's get these screws, oops, so we don't lose them. Remove the 2 screws. And carefully feed the data cable. You don't want to tear that off. Even though it is pretty well made. From the outside, we just pull it off. And there's no reason to pull the old versions. You have to pull everything apart. All you have to do is just take out that 1 screw. Cylinder will come out. The screw, just a very simple screw. And our cylinder, it just removes it. Now it's a 5-pin plug, so you can't put a 6-pin keyway on it. It's a Schlage SC1 or the C keyway. Very, very simple. All you got to do really, you have to depress the retainer pin and unscrew it. I got lots of videos on how to rekey it. Very simple, easy, not tough. And so you can see right there, all we have to do is put it in and tighten up the screw again. Again. And there we go. Nice and tight. It's in there. I upgrade it with a drill resistant, pick resistant lock. I like the Primus. Goes in here nicely. But it's a modification. It's not really meant to have that happen, but a slight modification, and I can upgrade the cylinder. It's a good cylinder. It's well made. It's not impossible to pick, but we can't go into pick resistance. But I have videos on how to pick them, rekey them, pick them, and the upgrade that I do to mine. You don't have to do this. I just like to do it. Some people, if you want to match it to other locks in your house, or you want to go high security, I change the cylinder. So to reinstall, this is exactly the way we took it off. And the nice feature, just clips in. Make sure our data cable, you always got to make sure you don't crimp these. Hook up the data cable. Try to do this for the camera. There's a little bit of a recess in there, so we can put our cabling in there. This just goes in nicely. Give it a little check before we throw the machine screws in here. Reinstall the battery pack. No extra wires to hook up. Boom. Check it. Always check your key. It's all happy. It's got batteries. And the key works perfect. Always make sure you can put the key in, lock it, and remove the key. And make sure we can unlock it and remove the key. Then you know it's all timed perfectly. Let's lock it. We're going away. Everything's happy. The Schlage Encode is a fantastic system, and they've made it even better. All you have to do is remove the inside cover and the battery pack just pulls out. There's no wires to disconnect or anything. It just slips in. It's got contacts at the bottom, so just pull it out. Your batteries just pull out extremely easy. It takes 4 AA batteries, and again, just follow the instructions, put them in. We are finding that the Encode, because it has Wi-Fi, it is using batteries more. They seem to last about 6 months. That's because the Wi-Fi uses a lot of battery power. That's all it is. Just pull it out, put it back in, put the cover on, and you're in business. It says everything's fine. It's all happy. Put in alkaline, put in 4 AA batteries, alkaline. Do not use lithium because the alkalines will give you a warning beep. The lithium will just give you 1 beep, and that's it. The batteries are dead. So the differences between the alkaline will slowly reduce power, and then they'll give you lots of little warning beeps before they go dead, where the lithium just give 1 beep, and then it's dead. So they keep peak power, and then they just die. So put in alkalines. I'm going to run some rechargeable batteries. They say don't put in rechargeable batteries. I don't know why not, so I'm going to run rechargeables, and let's see what happens. So what's better, the Schlage Sense or the Schlage Encode? They're both fantastic electronic deadbolts, and they both have they're both similar with slight differences. In this configuration, it has Bluetooth only, and the Encode has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi built in. So that's what it boils down to right now. What's your applications you want? Now, if you have existing Schlage Senses, just go pick up the adapter. It's a Wi-Fi adapter, so this lock has the same capabilities almost as this one. This one's limited. This one has 100 user codes. I can't remember exactly, 30 or 40 user codes. And this, the Encode has a little bit more options on, I don't know if it's backward compatible to this right now, but we have a few more functions on this for, I can have a code that's only valid Mondays between 8 and 9 or something like that, which is great if you got housekeepers or you got caregivers looking after your parents. These locks are excellent. This one's just right now, comes with all the bells and whistles. They're both highly recommended, and you can have this one just with the Bluetooth, with the app. You don't even need the app for either ones of these, but it's basically you're paying money. Use the app. The app is simple, works on your Android phone, works on your Apple phone, iPhone. The Bluetooth on this is very powerful. Audit trail, change your users, add your users. Not as powerful at the moment as the Encode, has a lot more bells and whistles, but they're both fantastic. So you're good with both. Just depends what application you want to have. And remember, they're both compatible with the major systems, with the Alexa, Google, and Apple. And some of the new stuff coming out and other systems. So you're good getting either or. These are my favorite electronic deadbolts at the moment. In conclusion, I love this deadbolt. The Encode is great. Built-in Wi-Fi, built-in Bluetooth, free app, powerful app, 100 user codes, self-locking. I love that. Or you can turn it off and don't have it self-lock. And an audit trail. And now I can schedule if I got a housekeeper or a lot of caregivers now. People are buying these for their parents. Easy to use. And the caregivers, you can put them on a schedule where they can come and go. And you also have an audit trail. You can also have every time it's opened or only on certain times, you can have your app will tell you when the door is opened, locked, who's come in, who's left. Hey, it's good for kids knowing what time they came home. You don't know what time they left, but you know what time they came home. So I love it. It's a great lock. I highly recommend it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. Also, visit my website and you can see what online locksmith training I have for beginners, intermediate, and advanced, as well as my covert methods of entry and my non-destructive methods of entry.